How hard can it be? Microsegmentation with Cisco Secure Workload. Let's get into flow analysis. Now, the great thing about the platform, it allows us to ingest flows from the entire environment. And we can very quickly jump into the platform and do a query on multiple different attributes to find a flow of interest. So we go investigate, flows, and we set our time frame. So maybe we want to go back a month, and maybe we've got new information that the latest adversary is leveraging TCP 9001 for a reverse shell. So has any of our workloads in the last month ever connected over TCP port 9001? Maybe we don't have the adversary's IP. Maybe this indicator of compromise is all we have. Can we find the needle in a stack of needles? Well, let's check it out. Provider port equals 9001, and go ahead and filter flows. And as it's going to look back over that month worth of data, oh no, right? We have had communications over port 9001. We see the consumer name, the address, the provider address. Not only do we see the communication took place, but we also see that traffic was passed. Now, maybe we get some threat intelligence that suggests an adversary is deploying a Docker image in an environment. How can we search to see if Docker was pulled across thousands of workloads? So we're going to look at provider name here, and we know this Docker image is pulled from this FQDN, and look at that. It may be deployed in our environment. Now, breaking news, we get new information that the adversary might be using certain versions of TLS and algorithms. Again, how do we find this out in a fleet of assets that might be hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands? Well, we can look for TLS ciphers, and here's the ciphers that are being used in my environment, and you can also see how often they are used. So here, maybe there's no risk, but I can very quickly search any of these of interest. And maybe this is a cipher that I'm comfortable with. Look at TLS version 1.3. All good here. Now I can also go look at TLS version. Maybe I want to look for version 1.1. And look at that. I don't even have any hits. I don't have to do the actual searching because the platform automatically is showing me that there's only TLS version 1.2, 1.3. And there's lots of none, but I'm not seeing TLS 1.1. Fantastic. Now I know. And knowing, as we know, is half the battle.